All right, happy Monday, y'all. It is January 21st, and we are doing our Epic Force call. And I realized that recently we have not talked a lot about customer care, client interaction, and we kind of talk about it in generalities when we're talking about, oh, here's what you do when someone's going through a Shred 10, or, oh, here's where you go on your virtual office to check this or check that. But I think it's worthwhile to go through it often because we can sign up as many clients as we want, and we work really hard to do that. You know, we invite, we follow up, 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 then we wait, then we follow up some more. You know, we do all this effort of inviting and following up, and we finally sign someone up as a client. We don't just forget about them. You know, a lot of our job is now that we're helping them is to inspire healthy living around the world. That's great that we've inspired them enough to order, but that's not all of our job. For that. So I want to talk a little bit about the levels of client care, and I'm going to share my screen so that, where am I going? Here am I going. So you can see what I'm talking about. Okay. Virtual office. You guys all see this? Yes? Awesome. Okay. So the basic level of customer care would be, and I highly recommend it being weekly. So if it's, you know, if you have a lot of clients, maybe twice a week. I do mine Mondays and Fridays because otherwise it's just too much. But especially when you're starting out, I know there's not a lot to do with what I'm going to tell you, but getting in the habit of checking this weekly is really important. And don't just say, oh yeah, I'll do it sometime this week. Plan it. Every Monday at 1 p.m., you're setting aside 15 minutes to go and look at this. It's really important. So you're going to go to your virtual office. You're going to go to this third box called Customer Alerts and click on it. And this very last line says, you know, you have 7 is what mine says, but you'll have X amount of personal customers whose next shipment date is within the 10 days. So if you check this once a week, you're always going to be able to catch someone's shipment before it goes out. If I click on that, it's going to show you all of the orders that are going out, the name, email address, the next ship date, when you entered the date originally, what the product is. So what I typically do is when I check these, you know, so a lot of these are mine, but okay, here's my mom's, Sheila Tilton. So I texted her a couple days ago saying, you know, hey mom, your Vanilla Complete's going to go out on this date. It's going to go out on the 30th. Let me know by the 29th if you want to make any changes or additions. Sometimes I'll put, if I know they're not getting the Omega, I'll be like our Omega blend, or, you know, I'll make a suggestion, but I put the ball in their court. I don't chase them down for them to let me know if they're ready for it to ship. They also get an email from the company as well. But I think it's important, at least for the first couple of times until they're established as clients, to really check in with them to see if they're ready. That's the minimum. I'm even going to go as far to say is if you can't do this, you need to not be a rep anymore. And I'm dead serious about that. If you can't get on there and do this basic client care, then this is how we earn our paycheck, whether it's small or big, is by doing something. So if this isn't something you're willing to do, you should probably think about maybe, should I be a rep or not? So that's the base level right there. The next level, I can stop my share here. The next level up would be to do a little bit more than that. And it's really not that much more. I'm sure we've all seen the emails from the company. There's 3 of them that you get, 10 days out from when a client's order has shipped, 30 days out, and 100 days out. And these are reminders to call and say, how are you doing? And you only get these emails from the very first order that you put in for someone. So the 10-day shipment, I usually call to make sure they got their shipment. Have you opened the package? Do you know how much you're supposed to take? Have you started eating it yet? You would not believe how many people are like, oh yeah, that came in 3 days ago and I haven't even opened it yet. Like, open the package. So it's really important to do that. That's that 10-day email that you get from the company. Then you get the 30-day one. Right around the 30-day one, I ask, well, how's your progress going? Have you gotten in the habit of eating it every day? Sometimes I'll invite them to an event or something like that if they haven't been to an event. Or maybe I'll say, you know, have you noticed, well, I'll say, how's your progress going? And they'll tell me if they've noticed anything. Sometimes I'll even, ask them if they've experienced anything. And then you'll get an email at 100 days out. And this is really good because you're going to get a bead on how much they have left. Because at 100 days out, it's only about 20 days out before it's going to ship again. So I'll tell people, you know, your next shipment will be coming out in the next month. I'll touch base with you. How's your progress going? You know, by this point, you might have experienced some changes. You know, I know I experienced X, Y, and Z. What have you felt? So it's really touching base with them to see how they're doing. And then of course, if you're doing the right thing, you'll touch base with them in a couple of weeks to let them know their shipment's going out. So that's kind of the next level up, is doing those emails. It's not very much. It's a text message. You get an email, you send a text. I think there's even verbiage suggestions in the email of what you can send. And if you really don't know what to send, message one of us and say, what do you usually say when the 30-day email comes out? And I'll just send you an example of what I do. Okay, so that's the next level. The next level up from that is obviously when we do Shred 10, you should be texting your clients every day, tagging them in Facebook posts, involved in the shred. That's next level. Then during the Live It section, the next 20 days, especially the first time they do it, you'll want to check in with them a couple of times to see how it's going. Make a note on your calendar after the end of the 30 days, check in with these new people. The shred is so powerful. That's where most of my team members are coming out of now. They do a shred, they have great experiences, they want to tell people about it. We get a group together, we do a Zoom call, we do something. And I mean, I'm looking at all the faces on here, and a lot of you guys came on after shreds. So it's really powerful to do great customer care during that month that a new person's doing a shred. Okay, so that's the next level up. If you really want to even go above and beyond, sometimes when I get a brand new client, I will send them a thank you card, like, thank you for trusting me. I'm here for you. Maybe send them a recipe. We get all those cards, like this one. This came in my shipment. You guys see this one? It's like one of the newer ones. It's got like hot chocolate, like complete hot chocolate recipes. It's like, stick that in there, you can send them a little something. So as a thank you for being our client. The other thing I do is when someone refers me to someone and that person orders, I'll send the person who referred me like a $10 Starbucks gift card. As like, thank you for trusting me with your friend. They ordered, this is a little thank you for you, maybe a $5 Starbucks gift card. There's lots of things you can do. You can send out cards to all your clients, like a Christmas card or a New Year's card, or I don't know, Valentine's card, whatever you want to do. There are ways to engage with your clients that, where's that other piece of paper, that can really keep them forefront of your mind. When you do that, they think about you. And when they think about you, they're going to refer people to you. I get referrals all the time. In fact, I got 3 last week from people. Just saying, oh my gosh, I let this person know, here's their number, they want you to call them. I was like, I don't know this person. I can't find that piece of paper I had, but you get your emails with your preferred customer genealogy a couple times a month. Print that bad boy out, get a highlighter, and every month, if you want, go down and make sure you're touching base with all your clients. That's another way to do it. Just, hey, I was thinking about you. I hope you're having a great day. Anything, how can I make your day better? Would you like some more complete recipes? These are really simple things that you can do every day. And if you're doing Teamsy and you have the little customer portion, those are great ways to reach out to a couple customers every day and just, hey, I was thinking about you. Try this new recipe. Do you want a recipe for complete brownies? Like, that's just loving on them. So there's multiple levels of customer care that you want to go through, but I'm dead serious. If you can't touch base if you can't check your virtual office once a week on the same day, it has to be the same day for it to work, to let people know that their shipments are going out, then you should, really think about whether you want to be a rep or not, because that's kind of the basic level of customer care that we have going on. And, we have a reputation to uphold. We're the Epic Force team and we're going to take care of our people. So I'm very serious about that. So that is really what I wanted to talk about tonight, was customer care and different things you can do. I want to open it up for anyone that has done some things for their customers that have been cool, that they've gotten great feedback on, or verbiage they've used when they've touched base with people. You have to unmute yourself if you have that.
About forgetting to do that customer care and then calling you frantically going, oh, what do I do? You know how many times it has to happen? Once. One time. Just live vicariously through me and know that don't do that.
Yeah, what Olivia is referring to is when a shipment goes out, someone freaks out because they see the charge on their credit card, or it just shows up at their door because they
just didn't need it. Like, they had this is the customer that I had, that her whole stupid family, anyway, they were eating gummies and they couldn't figure this shit out. I digress. But so she actually ended up bringing me all these extra gummies, which really worked out for me. But I felt so bad because she ended up having you know, she's like, I can't, like, it's taking up my entire kitchen. And it was because I didn't check in with her. I didn't check on my virtual office that happened. And I know full well that there are some people on this team that don't know how to do that and have not done that. And it is super important because you're going to lose customers. You're going to lose, and not just lose them, but you're going to lose their trust because they feel like they've been hoodwinked or whatever kind of groovy language that's associated with you did something dumb. And
we tell people, you know, we're not, I mean, it's an auto ship program. Most people don't like auto ship. So that's our way of not having it be auto ship. Now, the company did just start sending out emails in December to people. I didn't realize that they didn't actually say what was shipping out. So they'll get a notification, you have something shipping out in 10 days. I have people with like 4 orders. They're like, well, which one is this? The capsules, the chewables, the complete, the bars?
Well, they actually can sign them like.
And they can.
I was with a patient, customer last night, and he was saying that he got the notification. So now he's aware of what's coming out because he created his own account. He postponed the shakes because his last shake order, he got more than enough. We were actually trying to do the math, and it was really confusing. But it's still like, that's a way for them to even know that you're still looking out for them because they're getting the notifications. But one of the things that I promise is that I let them know before it's coming out, and that builds trust even more.
Well, and there are people I've had people say, I tried to set up my account, it wouldn't work because I used a different email. So you can even say, you probably got the email from the company, but wanted to let you know your vanilla complete shipping out on the 31st. Let me know by the 30th if you want me to change anything or add anything. And then the ball's in their court. If they don't get back to you, I've actually had people say it shipped out. And I was like, well, did you see the email from 3 days ago? They're like, oh yeah, I did. Not my fault. So yeah, it's really important to do that. And if you still have questions, even though I shared my screen and showed you guys how to find that, please let us know because it's really important to be doing that.
It's really like, it's almost like alarmingly easy how that is. Like someone's toddler should be able to figure out how to show you how to do that. I mean, it's really easy. I'm not like totally technologically advanced. It's a miracle that I can do this.
The hard part, if there is a hard part, is putting it on your calendar and sticking to it. Because you're like, oh, I'll get to it the next day, and then the next day, and the next day, and pretty soon 2 weeks have gone by and something has shipped out. So really figure out what day of the week you want to do it. Put it on your calendar. I mean, unless there's a few of us with a lot of clients, most of you guys, it should take you 5 minutes max. You can probably do it at a stoplight, honestly, if you have it on your phone. Any other questions or ideas for things we could do for our customers to just make them feel loved on the special?
I do. I think that we sometimes think like, oh, we got our customer and that's awesome. And we can kind of put them on this like little auxiliary list. I'll just check in with them. I'll see how they're doing. And that's that. But I think if we just really can challenge ourselves to go above and beyond and do something really awesome for them specifically. So I have a customer who she's totally into her product. She loves them. She takes them. She's still battling leaky gut, and she knows it's a process. She knows it's going to take time. She's not, anticipating an overnight thing. But the fact of the matter is, I went ahead and set up a 3-way call with somebody else, not even, on this immediate team, a sideline team member, and somebody who has gone through something similar. And just for them to have a space together to vent something I would never understand because I don't have it, but that she trusted me, that I was still present on the call, that she knew that there was that layer of trust, but that she also had this other person to be able to bounce ideas off of and to share her things with and to have hope given to her. It didn't bring me anything financially, right? It didn't magically turn her condition around, but it gave her hope and it gave her such a sense of like acceptance, like, oh my gosh, somebody else is hiding out in the bathroom, or somebody else can't go to dinners with their friends. And it was just, she was so appreciative. I have gotten like several texts from her just thanking me again, thanking me again, thanking me again. So just going above and beyond and looking for those opportunities And if you don't know that they exist and you just are like, this is the person is on my mind and I want to do this, something special for them, just ask us and we'll help you to find whatever you need to.
No, that's awesome. That's a great idea. I love that. All right, well, we only have a few minutes left. So if you have any other ideas or comments, just put it on the Voxer chat and in our team page or team group, because, we want to hear it. Okay, events that are coming up. We have our Taco Thursday on Thursday this week. Please be inviting. We're going to put out a post maybe tomorrow to figure out how many guests we have coming so we know how much food. I think we need to go check. We might need people to sign up to bring 1 or 2 extra things. Jane and I will talk about it and figure it out. Mariah has a raging case of laryngitis, so she will not be coming. She can't even talk. So if you're used to seeing her beautiful face, she is recovering at home. You guys could send her a little love note. I'm sure she would love that. And then we have our team retreat the first weekend in February. I think everyone who is going to come has RSVP'd for that. So I'll be sending out some messages about what to expect, but minimally we are doing vision boards again. So bring magazines. If you want to get on Google Images and print out things that mean things to you, you might not even use them, but if you're thinking of things you want to do this year, whatever that is, bring stuff, because we'll spend some time doing that. And then we'll have some training and some other activities. And then I think it's going to be about $15. We're all going to Venmo Olivia. She's going to get some food and be our chef. So, and then if you're planning on coming up Friday night I think there's a couple of us going up Friday night just to chill. I think Olivia and Danielle are going up Friday night with me. I don't know if anyone else is. Otherwise, people are coming up. Oh, Jane is too. Fantastic. We're going to stay 2 nights and then just get up Sunday morning, have shakes, and come home. So we're not really doing anything Sunday. So you could be home early Sunday. But yeah, it's going to be awesome. And then conference is coming up. We have 3 rooms. I believe we have 9. Wait, what is it?
You said 9 last time we talked.
I said 9. Okay, 9 people confirmed or mostly confirmed, which is awesome. Our rooms are going to fill up. So there will always be space for you somewhere on our bigger team. But if you want to be in the 3 rooms we have, you're going to want to secure that place. And all that means is if you secure it and then you end up not being able to come, if we can't fill it, you just have to cover that cost. That's all that means. And then last but not least, I am already looking at houses for boot camp. So there will be a message coming for people who want to reserve their spot. I think last year we did a $100 deposit. It would probably be somewhere around that as well. But it's the last weekend in July. And a lot of us go over Thursday night and we come home Sunday morning, first thing early. Or you can stay longer. It's up to you what you want to do. But that's upcoming as well. So be thinking about all those things that are coming up, because we're going to be getting into planning stages of a lot of that stuff. And we're going to need numbers. So we know what
we
to
also
do.
have a wine and wellness up north tomorrow night.
Yes.
We're doing the Tamara Sachs detox video. If you were at Leavenworth boot camp this last summer, I actually have that recording and we're going to share that. And I just want all the reps to bring like a bottle of wine to share and maybe like a snack. So I'm keeping it like really low key, but all about detoxing in a dirty, dirty world.
Yeah, and I want to do that event down south. I think it sounds like a great movie screening.
And taco night is at my house this Thursday.
Yeah, because I've been inviting everyone to Jen's house.
Oh, no.
Won't be here. There will be no margaritas.
So they'll be alone with no tacos.
And no margaritas.
None. So. Nothing. It'll be a sad event for them.
Any other questions or comments before I stop the recording?
When is boot camp, did you say?
It's the last weekend in July. It's Friday and Saturday, I should say. It is July 26th and 27th.
Okay.
We go typically over Thursday night, and then, you could come back Saturday night if you wanted to. There's a big party, though.
Yeah, don't do that. That's dumb.
That's lame.
Bad choices.
It's the same price. Like, you get charged the same price whether you stay 1 night or 3 nights.
Then you will suffer from experiencing bad choices.
So, all right, I'm going to stop the recording.